Okay, let's wrap this up, man. Last one here. Main event, UFC Fight Night. Song versus Gutierrez, once again going down at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas, Nevada. The main event is a bantamweight clash between Song Yadong and Chris Gutierrez. Song Yadong, let's pull this up. The Kung Fu Kid, the 26-year-old fighting out of China. His record stands at 20-7 with one draw and one no contest. 9 knockout victories, add 3 submission victories to that as well. Most recently, knocking out Ricky Simone earlier this year in April. Chris Gutierrez steps into probably the biggest spot of his career thus far. He is 32 years old and he is fighting out of Greenville, Texas, USA. His record stands at 20-5 with 2 draws, 10 finishes, 9 of those are knockouts. After losing to Pedro Munoz back in April, he has hopped back in the win column with a decision victory this past October. Omar, start us off. Give us your take and your pick.
I really just had a moment where I was like, dude, he's not here. Like, didn't register what you were doing. Omar has gone with Yadong, round 3 knockout.
Yadong, round 3 knockout. I'll go next. I'll say what I think is that the question here is how good is Chris Gutierrez? We have a good sense now that Song Yadong is very good. For bantamweight, he packs serious power. He's pretty damn durable, and he's dangerous as hell, pretty much at any point in the fight. Chris Gutierrez, like I said, he's arriving at his toughest fight of his career, I believe. So the question is his. The test is his. And I think that Song Yadong is going to turn him back. Chris Gutierrez has some tremendous fucking leg kicks, some of the best leg kicks in the division. But I think Song Yadong, his talent and his power is going to be another level that Chris Gutierrez has not experienced thus far. That being said, Chris Gutierrez has never been knocked out, and this is a case where I don't think he's going to get knocked out, but I think he's going to feel that power, and I think that Song Yadong is going to take at least 3 rounds here. I will take Song Yadong by unanimous decision. Mark, take us home.
Like it. Let me write down that you have taken a Yadong. Okay, so the odds are wide. Song Yadong is minus 390. Chris Gutierrez is a plus 290 underdog. Reaches are the same. Gutierrez is 1 inch taller. I think those odds are a little crazy. I get it that Song Yadong is the more proven of the two, but he did lose to Corey Sandhagen. He did lose to Kyler Phillips. He arguably lost to Chito Vera. He drew with Cody Stamen. It's not like he has some flawless record. So I'm surprised to see him a 4-1 favorite over someone as good as Chris Gutierrez. Song's record in the UFC is 9-2-1. Chris's is 8-2-1. He's right there. Their roads have been pretty similar. And Chris finished Frankie Edgar, so it's not like his resume is devoid of big names. So I think that's a little bit of disrespect to Gutierrez, and I do think he has a game that could potentially give Song Yadong some trouble if he fights the best fight he can fight. He can really try to play that range game, just stay behind the jab, rip leg kicks that eventually become body kicks, that eventually become head kicks. His kick game is that good. Like the way people talk about Jonathan Martinez's kicks, Chris Gutierrez is like the 1B to that game at bantamweight. And I do think he's going to have success because I'm actually envisioning this fight as like a competitive 5-round war. And I kind of thought that for Beneil and Armin last week. Obviously, that did not happen. So I hope I'm right this time and we get to see a really good one. But in the end, as a straight pick, I do like the odds on Gutierrez. As a straight pick, I'm going to go with Song Yadong just because I think there are more tools in the bag. I think he could shoot a takedown and steal some control time if he needs to secure a round, or even find that against the fence if he needs it. He is a tank of a man. He should be the stronger guy here. And I also think he can find moments where he steps inside and lands the bigger shots and changes rounds and provides the moments that more so stick in the judge's mind. So he's going to have to be careful to not be hobbled, 15 minutes into this fight with 2 rounds to go by leg kicks. He's going to have to check kicks. He's going to have to move responsibly to make sure that doesn't add up too much. But if he can do that, I think he can find the bigger moments. I think that will be enough to sway the judges on 3 of these rounds. So I'll say it's close. I'll say both men do make it to the cards, but I'm going to go 48-47 for Song Yadong.